In the next 5 minutes, I'm going to reveal one of the best vocal chains that propelled Post Malone to the top of the charts.
The next plugin I like to use is Vocal Writer.
It can help make your mixing sound like that of the legendary industry mixing engineers. You'll learn how to control the dynamics of vocals without using a compressor, with the exact settings he used on his song. Join the family by hitting the subscribe button. Let's go. I'm Yek, a music producer and songwriter. In this video, I'll show you the exact chain that Illangelo, The Weeknd's producer, used to mix Post Malone's vocals in I Fall Apart. I'm going to replicate the exact chain on another vocal track. Keep in mind that amounts and numbers can vary with different vocals, so adjust accordingly. Just grasp the ideas. First, he used Autotune with the settings displayed. Retune speed set to 40 to avoid any digital artifacts in his vocals. The sweet spot of this plugin for singing vocals is between 30 and 40. Even setting it at 20 can add a bit of digital artifact. I made a full video about achieving naturally sounding vocals with Autotune. You can find it here. Then, apply a low cut at 138 Hz to clean up the low end. You're right. You might think that's too severe, but it really depends on the vocal register and key of the track. It's not a one-size-fits-all technique. Let me give you a little gem that Luca Pretolesi, an amazing mixing engineer, suggested. Never use a low cut as it can introduce phasing issues. Instead, apply a low shelf with your desired amount. So, to preserve the exact vocal chain, I'll switch it back to a low cut. Let's take a listen. The next plugin is Wave's Vocal Writer. It actually helps control the dynamics of the vocals by simply writing the volume knob. It brings down the signal when it's above the threshold and raises it when the signal is below the threshold. Since it does this with volume knob automation, it never squashes your vocals like a compressor. The result is very transparent. So what are the best settings to use? Set the range to +12 and -12 decibels and the speed to fast. The important parameter is the threshold. You have to set it accordingly. Let's listen to how it works. We want the input signal to be around this threshold slider. Following the rider is a gate expander, FabFilter Pro-MB. Why did he use it? When you compress and EQ the vocals, it can amplify the noise in the quiet parts of the recording. This way, you ensure that in quiet parts, which contain no vocals, there's no extra unwanted noise. Here are the settings he used. Alternatively, you can manually cut the quiet parts in the vocals. After the gate, he used Pro-MB. These are kind of Illangelo's signature settings that he uses in his mixes, including for The Weeknd. It instantly balances the top end and the low end of the vocals. Here are the settings. The bottom band's sidechain has been set from 100 to 2 kHz. The attack is set to 40%, with a release of 0, a ratio of 4, 0 for the knee, and a bit of look ahead. For the top end band, set it from 2K to 10K with the exact same settings. Here's Pro-MB in action. Then they used De-esser with the settings displayed. A maximum reduction of -6 to -9 decibels is ideal. This is the sweet spot for this plugin, and if you overdo it, you'll bury your vocals in the mix and sap the life from them. The final plugin in the chain is Wave's L2. We just want to remove some of the peaks in the vocals with it. You can set the threshold and makeup gain simultaneously by pulling this slider. Make sure it's not suppressing too much. In the end, because he splits the vocals into different lines, he creates a bus so he can control all of them with one slider and places a Mag EQ4 on it, boosting by 5 decibels at 20K. And that's it. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments section.